सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. शुभाशुभफलैरैवं मोक्षसे कर्मबन्धनैः संन्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि. Karma bandhan is that when we do anything in life, our attention is not in the present. We are all the time worried. What will happen? If this happens, then what? If that happens, then what? So about the future, this is the most important principle Bhagavan tells us. In the present, plan perfectly for the future. But don't worry about the future. See? In the 10th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says this. He says, Niti Rasmi Jigishitam. Jigishitam means those who want to succeed in their life. In them, I manifest as the best planning ability. What we do and what we should not do. We do is, we plan and then plan and then plan. Do nothing. See? So plan your work and work your plan. But we are only imagining, okay, suppose I agree, realization, suppose I get realized, then what will happen to my wife? She will be happy. See? So this worrying habit is the one which doesn't allow us to remain in the present. The more you think about it, you see such beautiful understanding happens. One of two thinkings. Do we have a choice to live yesterday or tomorrow? No. We have to live today. So, to live yesterday or to live tomorrow cannot be a comfortable proposition. If we go in the past, we will be lost in the regrets. If you go in the future, you will be lost in the worries. But remaining in the present is choiceless. And therefore, only one principle you try. Be happy only today. Like we postpone everything. So postpone miseries. Tomorrow I will be miserable. Okay, today let me be happy. Try. But we do the otherwise. If I get married, after I get married, then I will be happy. You are postponing your own happiness. Therefore, karma bandhanehi mokshase. You shall be liberated from the bondage of karma. And what is the bondage of karma? We do not live in the present. We keep on imagining about the future. So, what is the technique? Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Now, what is the sannyasa yoga? I am again referring to you very clearly. Dehanyaso hi sannyasaha naiva kashaya vasasa. We people are tailor-made sannyasi. One of my good friend who takes care of my stitching clothes for last 30, 40 years. In his shop, he asked me, Swamiji, what should I put here? I said, put here, one board. What? God created man. We make a gentleman. Without clothes, we are not gentlemen. So we are tailor-made Babaji. The real sannyasi is Dehanyaso hi sannyasa. That doesn't mean you have to commit suicide. That doesn't mean you have to take a particular diksha. No. A grihastha can be equally sannyasi if he is not disturbed because of his wife and children. And a sannyasi is equally a grihastha, all the time worried about the people. What will happen to the people? Have you created? No. Relax. See, friends. Therefore, sannyasa yoga yuktatma has two shades. One is either take this world as an illusion and live. So when we look at an illusion, what is our interaction? First, we don't try to destroy the illusion. Second, we don't try to improve the illusion. Third, we don't try to have that illusion. We don't want it. Nor we hate it. Then we experience the illusion and know it as an illusion. Therefore, the subsequent interaction with the perception are completely suspended. When you see in some shops, beautiful, those plastic ladies, girls are standing, very nicely decorated, beautiful clothes. So our attention is not on that girl, we know it's a fake. This world is fake. Don't get too much involved. This is what our mantra tells. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends and don't create enemies in this world. In this manner, sannyasa yoga yuktatma. When you take this world as an appearance, you will not get involved and suffer. You will get involved but not suffer. If you get involved and suffer, then you are a samsari. Then the second way is, if you take this world as our own expansion, then nami dveshosti na priyaha. Bhagavan will tell in this chapter only. Therefore, sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimuktaha. He is liberated from the relative existence and starts abiding in the absolute being. You know, the ultimate in realization is what? Living in the relative world without compromise on the non-dual experience. So, the world as it is continued. Nothing is changed. What changes is ourselves. He is called as Vimuktaha. He is liberated. After liberation, where will you go? Mam upeshyasi. Upeshyasi. You will come back to me. Be attentive. Take these few examples. Work on it again and again. Take a mirror and keep a candle in front of the mirror, burning candle. Suppose the candle is at 2 feet. The reflection will also appear 2 feet deep. What is the thickness of the mirror? 0.1, 0.2 mm. But there you will see it 10 feet deep, is it not? Then bring that candle nearer to the mirror. So the reflection will also start coming nearer and nearer. reflection of the candle and the flame, and bring it so close that the heat of the flame will start working and acting on the mercury oxide which is painted on the back side of the glass, because of which the glass has become mirror. God has become Jiva. Man has become husband. Get this point. So, when the flame of the candle comes very close to the mirror will get heated, the back covering, mercury oxide, will get melted, and then where the flame reflection has gone, where from it has come? It has come from the original flame. When there is nothing to reflect, where the reflection will go? It will go back to the original. This is clear. This is what Bhagavan Krishna is telling it. See? Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma. When we are leading our life in the relative world without losing our awareness about our being, then what will happen? Slowly, slowly, in that heat of wisdom, the relative existence will disappear, because the conditioning because of which the reflection was happening, that conditioning is discarded. Then, where that husband has gone after the divorce? Think. When there is a divorce, the girl becomes a widow. What happens to her? Nothing happens. Because marriage also has happened nothing. She was equally full before marriage, after marriage continues to be the same. Then she will again get married. Then the second wife is born. Then again divorce. The third time marriage, third wife is born. So out of that one lady, so many wives are coming out. Where are they? See, my friend, this is the meaning of Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimuktaha. So what is the sadhana the wife or the husband or the mother or the father, the son or the daughter has to do? Don't take any relation seriously. The word is relations. From the relatives, you will get relative happiness. You will not get absolute happiness. So what is relative happiness? थोड़े गम है, थोड़े गम है. खुशियाँ कहाँ है? When things happen according to our choice, we are happy. When things don't happen according to our choice, we are miserable. This samsara will continue. Therefore, samnyasa yoga yuktatma vimuktaha mam upaishasi. Like the reflection goes back to the source, in the same manner, the seeker who was earlier living as man, woman, young, old, here, there, all the specialities. Swami Gadvadananda, Shrotriya Brahmanistha, PhD from Banaras Hindu University. As if earlier burden was less, one more. Friends, unless we are convinced of this, spiritual experience is non-specific experience. It is not experience of. We all have experience of joy, experience of miseries, experience of confusion, experience of heat, experience of cold. Remove all these off. Experience. Anubhava, experience. Bhava to be. Anu continuous. Continuous being without becoming anything. We become waker, we become dreamer, we become deep sleeper, we become meditator. Don't become anything. Just be. When you just be and don't become, you are one with the truth. Therefore, the spiritual practice is nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Relax. Now, when this principle is attained, when we have come to Mam Upaishasi, we are one with the divine. Then what is the experience of divine? Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te teshu chapyaham. Bhagavan says, as regards I am concerned, I have no problem. I accept everything as it is, without any change. Sarva bhuteshu samoham. For me, there is nothing that can differentiate the things and beings. How it is possible? If my attention is on wealth, then I will differentiate the people, wealthy and poor. If my attention is on the body, I will differentiate the people on man, woman. If attention is on language, then Tamilian Mallu. In our Mumbai, Malayalis are called Mallu. So, where is our attention? Now, from that we rise above. Our attention is on, oh, he is Bharadwaja Gotriya, and I am also Bharadwaja. He is not. Now, rise still above. You just come to be. He is. He is. What he is not a criteria. Existence itself. So when we rise from the periphery of our personality and come to the center. Now what is the center? Center is life. There is one story in the Shirdi Sai Baba's Pothi. Once he asked one of his devotees, hey, get me some chapati, I am feeling very hungry. And that poor lady went running, prepared chapati and got it. Without even touching or eating that, he gave it to the dog which was standing nearby. Naturally, this lady got angry. You made me run, prepare chapati, giving it to the dog. Then he says, look here, principle of hunger is common. Who can say this? Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Because at what level we are living. Friends, samoham sarva bhuteshu. Therefore, our mantra tells, किसी को आओ मत को, जाओ मत को. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everybody. Life becomes easy. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha. None I hate nor I love. One secret I'll tell you. Mahatmas don't love anybody. How can you say like that? I was thinking that you love me. It's your problem. How? Because For them, love is not a verb. For them, love is a noun. Therefore, they don't love. They have love for everybody. See? I love him, I don't love him. This language is invalid in the absolute. न द्वेषोऽस्ति न प्रियः ये भजन्ति तु मां भक्त्या. However, those who come to me, to them I am available. Those who don't come, not available. Like the sun. Sun says that ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. My light and heat is available for everybody. It's not somebody is dear, somebody is not dear. Then those who come out of their room in the winter and stand in the sun, to them I am fully available. But those, why should I go out? If he is omnipresent, he should come inside then make a hole to your house. See, friends, you know the basic understanding what we should have. Light and heat is not given by sun. The fragrance in the flower, the fragrance is not given by the flowers. Then the sun has light and heat. The fragrance has the flower has fragrance. So those who go, they get it. Those who don't go, they don't get it. Therefore, Bhagwan doesn't love anybody, doesn't hate anybody. For him, there is nothing like something is near, some no. Those who come close, they get the blessing. And therefore, ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. Those who are able to invoke the divine which is suffocating inside under the burden of panchakoshas, remove them, then he will manifest. So this example which I gave you, work on it. When we fill in our suitcase, any suitcase you take in the world, maybe your suitcase is like the container. And in that you go on filling the stuff. Yet it will be small. Always is the problem. Then what is to be done? I want more space. Well, you can't add space from outside. Then empty the content, space is made. In the same manner, God doesn't come from outside. He is covered. So many garbage. Remove that, he is manifesting. Like when we remove the things from our suitcase, the space is available. We cannot ask a question where the space is. The answer will be where the space is not. In the same manner, where the God is the wrong question. Where the God is not. Meaning what? Everything is in the space. Therefore, space doesn't come from outside. Similarly, everything is in God, including you and me. But that God is covered by the Panchakoshas and the garbage inside that. Remove that, he will manifest. God never reveals objectively. God reveals himself subjectively. Out of the poetic expressions, the devotees write and do so many things. That's a different issue. But the truth is revealed. Okay? One homework I give you, try. I will not answer. You work. This object is covered by this napkin. Understood? If I want to see this object, what I have to do? Do I have to do anything? Remove the covering. It is revealed. Self-discovery. Object is not created. In the same manner, the self is not the result of sadhana, doing something, but it is all undoing. Remove the covering of the Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, Anandamaya Kosh. Then what cannot be removed? Aheyam. And therefore, what need not be gained? Anupadeyam. The truth is neither negated nor attained. Na kuch pana, na kuch khoda. See? Therefore, ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya. Now, what is the devotion and bhajan? See? Devotion and bhajan is three ways. By the body, we serve effortlessly. By the speech, we chant Lord's name. Rather than gossiping, chant Lord's name. And much more than that is listen to silence. So first, stop gossiping. Second thing, chant Lord's name. Third thing, listen to silence. Bhajan is at these three levels. Body level, speech level. So bhajan. And third is mind level. Think of Him. Thinking of God is equal to not thinking about the world. Seeing the space is remaining indifferent to the contents. If you are seeing the space between the four fingers, you have to remain indifferent to the fingers. Then only you can see the space. Because space is not an object which can be seen by eyes. In the same manner, divine is not an object to be experienced through the sense organs, mind, intellect. Then, when our sense organs, mind, intellect remain indifferent to everything, in that indifference, the truth is revealed. And therefore, we can neither talk about it, nor feel about it, nor conceive about it. Ye tu bhajanti maam bhaktya, mai te, they are in me. See? And teshu cha api aham, and I express, manifest through them. Both the things. First, we have to recognize that this hall is in the space. And then, in the hall, it is the space only. And therefore, in and out is an illusion created because of the walls. In the same manner, the air is outside, air is inside. Inside, outside is created because of the body. The truth is, body is in the air. Similarly, outside objects, knowledge inside. Inside, outside is because of the body. And when the body is not given undue importance, then we come to know the body is in the mind, mind is not in the body. If the mind has dropped everything outside, inside mind has no contents. Contentless mind is Chaitanya. Formless, shapeless ice is water. This is what Bhagavan says. Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya mai te teshu cha api aham. They are in me and I am in them. Meaning what? They are not separate from me and I am not separate from them. Now after having told this thing, api chet suduracharaha भजते माम अनन्य भाग साधुरेव समन्तव्याम सम्यक विवसितो हि सहा. This is very important for us to understand. Api chet suduracharaha. If somebody is holding a double doctorate in criminal lifestyle, api chet sudurachara, not durachara, not post graduation, sudurachara, doctorate, awfully criminal, api chet sudurachara. Bhajate mam ananya bhag. But if he is focusing and recognizing my presence in him, take the woman. The same woman is a mother to the daughter. The same woman is a mother-in-law to the daughter-in-law. See the expressions. My daughter is the best in the world. My daughter-in-law is the worst in the world. Now what is the difference? Because the sense of otherness is valid. Here Bhagavan says, Bhajate mam ananya bhav. If we have discovered our divine nature, from our standpoint, nobody is a sinner. See? If we are sinner, we never see anybody good person here. In that Mahabharata story comes, Bhagavan tells Yudhishthir, go and find out some bad person. I want to get some dirty work done. Yudhishthir goes and comes back. I couldn't find a single bad person. You are good for. Okay, Duryodhana, you come here. Go and find out one good person. I want to get some work done. He goes, not a single person good in this world. Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. Therefore, apiche suduracharaha bhajate mam ananya bhav. Therefore, what is our past? Be very attentive. What is our past is not the criteria for your spiritual evolution. The only thing is, drop it. Don't bring your past and carry the burden on your head. The only way to drop the past is, don't talk about it and forget about it. Forgetting is the biggest gift God has given us. See? But we have forgotten to forget and remember all our rubbish things in the past. The more we remember the past, stronger is our ego. The less you remember your past, lesser is your ego. You live in utter present, no past. You are one with the divine. Therefore, apiche sudurachara bhajate mam ananya bhav. Drop the past. Start living from this moment onwards. Sadhurevasya mantavyaha samyak vivasito hi saha. Understand, he who has taken this firm resolution in our Bhagavatam village, that from this moment onwards, I shall not talk or ask anything or anybody about the past. Here Bhagavan says, Sadhurevasya mantavyaha. He is a great saint already born. See? We sit in the train. And what is the name of the train? Madras Express. The train is not Madras Express, Madras. Once you land into that train, it will reach you there. Exactly the same way. Once you take a firm resolution, don't talk about your past, don't ask anybody about their past. See? Start living in the utter present. You have taken a big leap on the spiritual plane. Then you will come to know, when the past is dropped, the future starts worrying us little. And then one day it will click. To remain in the present, no efforts are required. To go in the past, efforts are required. To go in the future, efforts are required. To remain in the present, no efforts are required. Therefore, those who live too much in the present, they sleep. Why? Present. Sadhur evasya mantav samyak vyavasito hi saha. Only we have to make this firm resolution. We are reborn. We are born as saints. We are born as the great masters. We have to change. And this is the change I told you. I am not telling you, give up smoking, give up this. No, no, no. Continue what you have. Only don't bring your past in the present. Sadhurevasya mantavyaha samyak vivisito hi saha. This is for whom? Even you are the most worst criminal. Now Bhagavan says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvashantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name vakta pranashyati. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. You know the life story or something about Vidyaranya Swami. He was the Prime Minister of the Vijayanagaram Kingdom, even 600 years before. Fully involved in politics. At the age of 80, he retired and he became the Shankaracharya of Sringeri. And what a wonderful work he has done. He didn't bring his past in the present. Start fresh. Don't bring the past. So, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Because when you have conquered the past by dropping it, you have conquered the future. Future has no existence without reference to past. Only one you try. Slowly, slowly, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Then what is the dharmatma? Shashva shantim nigacchati. You will start living at peace with yourself. Shashva shanti, continuous peace. In that peaceful disposition, the divine is manifested. This experience is the waking sleep. Although we are living in the relative world, but our abidance in the absolute is not compromised. Shashva shanti nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi. I make this promise. Hey Kaunteya, hey Kuntiputra, hey Arjun, I promise. What? Name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. Bhagavan's promise it is. It is not like our promise. But yesterday you said, yes, yesterday gone, I live only today. So, Kaunteya pratijanehi name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee is never destroyed. You are holding on to him. If we really mean this, first worry about our body and body related things and beings will cease to disturb us. Second thing, all the time about body, it will go away. Take care, but don't make that an issue of life. Okay? Then only we can rise above. Kaunteya pratijanehi name bhakta pranashyati. Mam hi partha vyapashritya yepi syu papayonaya striyo vaishya tatha shudraha tepi yanti paramgati. Mam hi partha vyapashritya yepi syu papayonaya. Those who take refuge in me, even if they are papayoni. Which are the papayoni? Striya, Vaishya and Shudra. understand this. Similar thought comes in Ramcharitmanas. Bhola Gawara Shudra Pashunari Sabahi Tadana Ke Adhikari. When we don't understand the technical words, we mistake and make confusion. Stri does not limit to woman. If you write the word Stri in Sanskrit, what are the components? Sa, Ta, Ra and in pratyay to make it feminine. Sa, Sattva, Ra, Rajas, Ta, Tamas. Those who are matter oriented, they are Stri. All the time, extrovert. I want this, I want that. Arey Ram, enough yaar, enough. I have seen one rare couple. One day, we were going somewhere, me, my friend and his wife. So calm and quiet going. I said, you know what is this? There is no fun. So let me put some chabi. And then you enjoy. Time pass. So I said, hey, your wife, how many things she has asked from you? Maybe some diamond necklace or this thing, that thing. Swamiji, that is a big problem for me. I thought, very good. Now my entertainment will be free without internet. You know what he said? He said, Swamiji, this is a problem for me. Now we are married for 20 years. In 20 years, she has not asked even once anything. I have to tell her, now you are this thing old, let us buy something new. He said, okay, let us buy. See? Depends on you. So, such a lady is not a Stri. So, what is the Stri? Stri mentality is all the time extrovert. Get this, get that, get this, get that. Striya, that means extroverted. Second is Vaishya. Vaishya are those who always calculate in terms of what will I get. One man in Vrindavan asked me this question. How many you people chant Lord's name? What will I get if I chant Krishna, Krishna, Krishna? I said, you will get nothing. Then why should I don't chant? Then I asked him, are you a Baniya, Vaishya? How do you know? I said, Vaishya Vritti always talks about what will I get. See, friends, therefore all the stotras you see, at the end of the stotras, there is a, what they call the Phalashruti. Dhanarthi labhed dhanam, putrarthi labhed putra, moksharthi labhed moksha. At least now you chant Vaishya. So, Striyo Vaishyas Tatha Shudraha. Shudra is what Bhagavan Shankaracharya defined this word in Brahma Sutra. Shudra means what? Those who are constantly complaining and crying. Who are such people? Government servants. If you ask the government servant, what is the ultimate that you want? Tell me. Last thing. There should be 30 days holidays in a year, in a month, and there should be 30 paying days. They can't think more than that. What will I get? What will I get? Shudra. Therefore, Striyo Vaishyas Tatha Shudra, Tepi Anti Param Gatim. Even such extroverted people, they can attain the supreme if they are able to withdraw from their extrovertedness and remain at peace with themselves. That means there is a chance for us, of course. There is a chance. We will fit somewhere or the other, is it not? Striyo Vaishya. Further, Kim Punar Brahmana Punyaha Bhakta Rajarshayasthatha Anityam Asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. If this is the possibility and confirmation even to the worst of kind of people, what about you? Kim punar brahmanaha punyaha. You are all brahmanas. Those who are spending time, energy in satsanga. See, janmana jayate shudraha, samskara dvija uchyate, vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha, brahma janati brahmanaha. In Manusmriti, this shlok comes. Janmana jayate shudraha. By birth, we are all scheduled caste. Scheduled. What is scheduled caste? Constantly crying. When the child feels hungry, there is no other language. If some mosquitoes bite, somebody sent me one beautiful small clip, maybe about 10 seconds. There was a child. He has got hold of his own hair and pulling it, and therefore it was painful and crying. The mother saw, "Arey Beokoof, you are only pulling your hair and suffering." So what she will do? She just unheld his own hair from his hand, and we are all miserable like that child. And Shudra, we are miserable because of ourselves. Living at every complaint level. See, they are Shudra. Then Janmana Jai Samskarat Vijay Uchyate. Then Samskar. How to sit properly, how to eat the food, how to talk to elders, how to walk, how to do the puja, how to pray to the Lord. These are the samskar to be given by the family members to the children. And children being like monkeys, they follow the actions, not words. If you see in your house, if the children are playing home, in that the brother becomes the husband and then he comes from outside and he will do. Nobody has taught him that you should smoke. But he says, Yadyadacharati sreshtaha tattadeve tarojanaha sayat pramanam kurute loka tadanuvartate. Whatever the elderly people demonstrate through action, that alone is followed by the next generation. Okay? Therefore, Shudra, all this. Then, Kim Punar Brahmana Punyaha. But those who are now committed to something higher in life, Bhaktaha, they are devotees, Rajarshayas or they are Rajarshi, Anityam Asukam Lokam Imam Prapya, having come to this miserable world, Bhajasvamam. Choice is given to us. These verses I have quoted a number of times. Like when we go to any country, you have to go through immigration. And in that immigration, they give you a form, immigration form. And there they ask some questions. Questions are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Options are given, yes, no. Are you an active member of a terrorist organization? Yes, no. Who will say yes? But they're right. So you have got a choice. Say no, 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 no. Same way, when we were entering in this world, Brahmaji gave us a slip. Anityam asukam imam prapya. You are entering the terrible, monstrous, miserable world which is so temporary. Do you want to be happy or miserable? Tick mark. Do you want to be miserable? Yes, no. Do you want to be happy? Yes, no. Choice is given. We are all miserable by choice. You refuse to be miserable. Make the misery miserable. See the joy of life. अनित्यमसुखम लोकम इमं प्राप्य भजस्व माम मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी माम नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि सत्यम ते मामे वैश्यसि युक्त्वैवम् आत्मानं मत्परायणः. So Bhagavan concludes, therefore manmana bhava, let your mind be saturated with the divine theme. Therefore, keep chanting some stotra, chanting the Lord's name. Never sing the pathetic songs. Jane kahan gaye maro. Think of something good. Manmana bhavata. Now, what is the best one? Best one is God. Think about God. Therefore, see, in our religion, we have got such beautiful options. There are Mahabharata, Ramayana, hundreds of stories. Then there are 18 Puranas and 18 Upapuranas, 36 of them, thousands of stories. See? Instead of reading the useless novels, see, Barbara Cartland, James Hadley Chase, something better. See? Therefore, man mana bhava, mad bhaktaha bhava. Now, what is to be the devotee of the Lord? Devotee of the Lord is the one which is expressed in his life in the form of whatever happens in life, God's grace. Like sun cannot give darkness, God cannot curse his devotees. Mad bhaktaha, madhyaji. Whatever we are doing it, we are giving it to the Lord. Yad yad karma karomi tattad akilam shambho tavanada. And mam namaskuru. Namaskuru means what? We erase ourselves. See? This is another important point we must understand. All the mantras that we chant, if you see, Om Namah Shivaya. The meaning of this mantra is salutation to Shiva. Because that Namaha always goes with the fourth case, dative. So Shivaya Namaha, salutations to Shiva. Who has done the salutation? He disappeared. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavan Vasudeva ko namaskar. But who did the namaskar? When a salt doll wanted to go and do namaskar to the ocean, will she ever come back? The real salutations are those, the one who is offering the salutation, he disappears. This is the meaning. Mam namaskuru, mam eva eshasi yuktaivam. As a result, you will come back to me. Like the wave goes back to the ocean. In the same manner, yuktva evam atmanam matparayanaha. Therefore, Param Ayana is the ultimate abode for every one of us. All the waves, they go back to the ocean. All the oceans go back to the water. All the waters go back to the fire. All the fire goes back to the air. All the air goes back to the space. All the space goes back to the mind. All the mind goes back to the eye. All the eyes go back to the life. All the life goes back to the Chaitanya. This is the path. Follow that and be happy. With this, the 9th chapter, Iti Srimad Mahabharate Shatasahasrayam Samhitayam Vaiyasikyam Bhishma Parvadi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Brahma Vidyayam Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yogo Nama Navamodhyayaha. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।